Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're just going to talk about direction and bearings. This is a class of grade 9, so make sure if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time we post a new video, you are notified. So let's jump into the lesson. So we're going to do lesson 1 today, and we're going to look at directions and bearings. So direction and bearings, they're just two parts that we need to look at here. The first one, it will be the compass bearing. This will be the first one, and the second one we'll look at 3-figure bearing. So we'll look at the compass bearing and the 3-figure bearing. It means that we're done with the topic. It's a very short topic. So today we're just going to look at the compass bearing. So we need to define what the compass is. So the compass is an instrument used to navigate. It's just simply finding the direction in relation to the north direction by angles. So there are 4 basic directions, and these directions are called cardinal points. 4 basic ones. So we have the north, the east, the south, and the west. So these are called cardinal points. Okay? The north, the south, the east, and the west. As you can see in this diagram that I've put here. So these are called cardinal points. Just important points. Okay, so now we also have other points which are called secondary points. Okay, like if we have a direction in between the north and the east, any direction, or we have any size of the angle here, this is called the secondary point. If we have here, we have there, all these are going to be called secondary point. But you need to note that we always name the compass bearing using the north and the south only. So if we want to name this directional point here, we'll just name it that it should be north east. So you get the north, the east, then this side it will be the north west, then this side it will be the south west, south east. So normally when you are naming the secondary points, you just have to consider if it's on top of this line, the V. There's what I call this line as the V. If it's above, you have to use the north. If it is below, you have to use the south. Okay, so now this is the secondary points that we're talking about. So if it's above the line you start with the north, then you put west, north, east, just like that. So now let us look at a very good example, on how we can be asked on compass bearing. So we have example 1 here, which says using the center O as the origin, write down the compass bearing of K, L, M, and P. So we have K, L, M, and P. And we have another question which says show the bearing of the point A, which is north 8 degrees east on the compass. Okay, I think we have the working area here. So I'm going to say, okay, let me just name it like question A. We're going to start with K, then B, we're going to say M, then question C, we just say L, B, D, we say P. So we'll solve them like that. So let's start. Solution. And now we're looking at question A. So we need to find the angle or compass bearing of K. So now we need to note that the way the compass is, like we have the north, east, west, and south. The degree here from this line here up to there, it forms a 90 degrees. and this line from there up to there, it forms a 90 degrees. So you have to take note that all this is 90 degrees. So every time we are finding any secondary point in this, we have to regard it to 90 degrees. So if you look at the compass bearing of K, we have it in the northwest. So it is in the northwest. You have to note that. So you have northwest as in this compass bearing of K. So now we have the north, the west, okay, then we have 85 here. Now, like we said this is 90 degrees, the linear equation, which is x and 85. You equate it to 90 degrees because we understand that this forms the 90 degrees here. Then you do the like terms, then 85 crosses the equal sign. We're going to have 90 minus 85, and we have that one. Then you conclude to say, therefore, the compass bearing for K is equals to 5 degrees. But then, this is the compass bearing for K. Now, how do you write it as in the final answer? So it has to be K now is equals to, we are saying in this direction, what's the direction of this compass bearing? It is northwest. So you're going to say this is north 5 degrees west. Then it means that now this becomes your final answer. So always your answer, if you're writing the compass bearing, should have the directions. So it should have the directions. So we have the north 5 degrees west, like that. So let's look at another one, which is M. Solve it from here. So for M, if you look at M, this is north and this is east. We're considering this to be 90 degrees, but then M is here. So now they're asking us to find the bearing of M. Remember, we're saying we have to measure it from 90, so which is just 63. So this one is already given. So the compass bearing for M here, it has to be the direction as well. You say north, then you put the direction, which is 63 degrees, then east, and then you're done. So we go to question C, which is L. Again, L here, if you check, you have east and you have south. Then this one, it's 90 degrees. Then you've been given 75 degrees. Then you don't know the other bearing. Remember, you have to measure it from the south. So it is this degree that you are looking at. So we are saying this should be x plus 75 has to equal to 95. So x, like terms again, you have to take the 75 on the other side so that you have the like terms, which will be 95 minus 75. You're going to have 20 degrees. Then this is the degree that you have found here, which is 20, but then writing it in the compass bearing, you have to write L is equals to the direction, it will be south, 20 degrees east. You are done. So let us look at the last one. The last one, we have this, which is also 90 degrees south and west. So we've been given 45. Then we don't know this one. So this one has to be measured from south as well. So this is also direct. So you just have to say the direction of P will be south, 45, west. And that's how you are supposed to answer these questions. So if you look at, you've answered K, you've answered L, you've answered M, and you've answered P. So this is how you answer the compass bearing questions. Now we have another question here which says, show the bearing of the point A which is north 80 degrees east on the compass. So I'm going to do it from here. So we've told us to say north 80 degrees east. So now it is on this just free compass, which is south, north, east, west. So here you just have to measure 8 degrees from the north. Here with your compass you measure 8 degrees. So this becomes your secondary point for northeast. So it will be in this northeast, because this is what they are asking you. So basically when you are drawing, you just look at the question that they have given you. So I have some practical exercises for you that you have to give it a try. I'll put up my email where you can send the PDF after you have tried out these practical exercises. So we're going to end here for today, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and do watch the next lesson, because we're going to continue. We're going to do the three-figure bearing. So make sure stay glued to the channel, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any video when we post on this channel.